Hi everyone, thanks for joining me in today's video on how to write and publish a cookbook. So in today's video I just want to give you a few tips if you're thinking about writing your own cookbook or it's been a dream of yours like it was for me, and how to make that dream a reality. So some of you may know is that I wrote and published my own cookbook about 3 years ago, and here it is, The Island Kitchen by Selina and so this took me about 9 months to write the cookbook, and then probably another 6 months to make it all, do the photography, cook all the food, make sure all the recipes worked. So it took about a year or so, just over a year from when I started writing it to having it published and out in the bookshop. Step one, I would say, is if anyone asks me where to start, if you have like the idea, it's your passion, it's what you want to do. Like mine was writing about my heritage, so it was all Mauritian and Indian Ocean cuisine, which there wasn't anything out there about that, or having recipes about Seychelles, Mauritius, Maldives, Madagascar, all those beautiful islands and the lovely food there. So that was my idea and my passion at first. What I did is I got together a proposal. So it took me back to my university days on writing a dissertation. It did feel like writing a dissertation. My proposal was about 30 pages long, and it included step-by-step on chapters. So exactly how you want your book to be and to look, you would write that in your proposal. So firstly, I listed the idea. I really explained exactly what the idea was, what was the thought behind it, how I would accomplish that idea, like how I would make it a reality into the book. I listed all the chapters, so everything from introduction to something about the spices, the types of food and the cuisine, the types of ingredients used, even exactly what titles I'd have for the chapters, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, or if you're doing snacks or desserts or something like that, curries. So how would you section everything off into different chapters? Even if you have a visual idea of how you want your cookbook to look, so if you've got pictures in mind, so like if you've got a certain style of photography that you really like or a photographer that you do like, grab his images, make it into sort of a visual board of what you think your book would look like. Research what type of competitions out there already, what other cookbooks are there like yours out there, how can you fit in and slot into that niche. And obviously you are the person behind your cookbook, so what makes you different? What are you going to bring to this cookbook that no one else is going to bring to it? If you have a great story, like a history about your heritage, if you're writing about recipes from where you grew up, your childhood, write everything down. People love stories, and when it's personal and it comes from the heart, you can really communicate that through in your book. So make sure you include those little personal touches into your proposal as well. So once you have done your book proposal, the next thing I did was try to find an agent. Now, if you're going to go down the self-published route, you don't need to do this part. You will just kind of get on that by yourself. But if you wanted to get it published out there into bookstores and everything like that, if you wanted that help with getting those publishers, then I would recommend trying to get an agent. Now, how do you find an agent? So I started from scratch basically. Look at other cookbooks. A great tip is to look at other cookbooks that you actually enjoy reading. Then have a look at the acknowledgements or in the book where the author has mentioned people that they're grateful that have helped them throughout their journey. They will probably thank their agent if they have one. So find out who the agent is, research on the internet, get in touch with that agent, email them, send them your book proposal. And I think I sent probably like 10 to 15 or so emails out there for people that I felt would fit in with the book, and then just send them. Once I did find an agent who I felt really believed in my idea, I went to a meeting with her and I spoke to her about the idea, and we worked together on finalising my book proposal and really tighten it all up to make it read well. And she had ideas that I didn't, so it was great. It was a good relationship, and I felt like she knew where I was coming from with my idea, so we really fit well together. And you kind of know when you find someone that will help you get your idea out there. And we worked together on finding a publisher, and that was part of her job, was to mainly get out there and get my book proposal out there to other publishers that she knew that might fit well with my proposal, my idea. And we went back and forward for a while. It was quite a long process, and I got rejected many times, and it is harsh, but it is part of the business and the experience as well. Not everyone believed in what I was doing. I was lucky enough to have one publisher that came back, and they were like, great, they wanted the idea, they loved it. And I went in, had a meeting with them, and we were all on the same page about the book and the type of book that I wanted it to be, and the recipes. And it was a great working relationship with them. See, writing the book was a really good experience. I got to meet people that really helped it come to life. So I met some great food stylists, photographers, home economists, and everyone. I had like a team that would work on the book, and we would create recipes together in the kitchen. We'd talk about the way the photography was styled and how we thought it would look good to fit in with the whole ethos of the book. And they kind of knew where I was coming from. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this how to write a cookbook and get it published video. Please like and subscribe for more, and please leave comments down below as well. If you've written your own cookbook, please let me know, and how was your whole experience of doing it. Would I do one again? Yes, I think I would try and write another cookbook, but maybe I might go down the self-publishing route. I've never tried it before, and you know, if you don't try it, you won't know. So I think that might be the next step.